Let's talk about something that sits right at the heart of building great products, a critical link between the business side and the tech side. We're going to dig into why your product's architecture isn't just some technical detail, it's actually the foundation of your entire strategy.
It's a story we've all seen play out, right? A team of absolutely brilliant engineers builds something incredible. It's fast, it's elegant, it's a technical marvel, and yet it completely flops in the market. It's just so frustrating, and it happens all the time. So what is going on? Where did things go wrong? Well, it almost always comes down to this one simple, brutal fact: a total misalignment. The technical foundation, the architecture, was built for a completely different journey than the one the business was actually on. You know, it's like meticulously building a high-speed racing boat when what your customers really desperately needed was a giant cargo ship.
And that gets to the absolute core of what we're talking about today. Think of your architecture as this invisible blueprint. It's what dictates everything your product can do, and, more importantly, what it can't do. This isn't just about writing clean code. It's about making deliberate choices, real bets that are designed to support your specific plan for winning in the market.
Okay, to make this idea crystal clear, let's walk through a little story. We're going to follow a fictional product, and we'll call it DataScribe AI. We're going to see how the exact same product idea can lead to two radically different architectures, and it all hinges on one single crucial decision: who is our customer?
So, what is this thing, DataScribe AI? Just imagine a really smart tool. You feed it all of your business documents, reports, contracts, invoices, you name it, and it automatically pulls out all the key information. It's a super powerful concept, right? A ton of potential, but its success is going to depend entirely on how we decide to build it.
And this right here, this is the fork in the road. Does DataScribe go after the little guys, small and medium-sized businesses, the SMB market, or does it aim for the big fish, those massive multinational corporations, the enterprise market? This single choice is about to change absolutely everything.
All right, let's head down path number one, the SMB playbook. When you're targeting SMBs, the name of the game is speed. It's all about growth and learning as fast as you possibly can. The market is huge, but you have to remember, customers have smaller budgets, and they can leave just as quickly as they came.
So, these business goals, they translate directly into our engineering priorities. For SMBs, it is all about speed. We have to get users in the door fast, we have to test out new ideas without spending a fortune, and we have to be ready to pivot at a moment's notice. The number one goal is to validate that we've actually built something people want, and we need to do it like yesterday.
And here is how the architecture actually makes that happen. First, you deploy to a single cloud region. Why? Because it's cheap and it's simple. Next, you use a flexible NoSQL database. This is huge because it means developers can add new features on the fly without having to do these complex, time-consuming data migrations. And finally, you go all in on one cloud provider. This keeps your tech stack incredibly simple and lets you cash in on all those valuable startup credits. You see, every single decision here is optimized for speed and cost.
Okay, now, let's hit the brakes and go down that other path. What if DataScribe decides to sell to huge enterprise companies? The entire game just changed. We are no longer in a race for lots of users, we're in a high-stakes game of building trust and incredible reliability.
For an enterprise customer, it's a totally different universe. They aren't just buying a neat tool. They are investing in a critical piece of their company's infrastructure. They demand rock-solid reliability. Think 99.99% uptime. They need ironclad security and absolute proof that you comply with regulations like GDPR or SOC 2. The sales process takes forever, but the contracts are massive.
So the architecture has to be built for these demands. Now you need a multi-region deployment. This gives you high availability and lets you meet data residency laws that say customer data can't leave a certain country. You need a strict relational database where the data is super structured, guaranteeing the integrity you need to pass audits. And often, you need a multi-cloud or even a hybrid strategy, because a huge customer might demand their data stays on their preferred cloud or even on their own server.
So what have we just seen? We took the exact same product idea, DataScribe AI, and we ended up with two completely different, totally incompatible technical blueprints. This proves our central point. Your architecture is not something separate from your strategy. Your architecture is your strategy. It's just written in code.
I mean, just look at the contrast side by side. It's stark. For SMBs, we optimized for simplicity and speed. For enterprise, we optimized for resilience and compliance. Now, neither of these architectures is inherently better than the other. They are just better suited for a very specific business goal. That SMB product would instantly fail an enterprise security review, and the enterprise product would be way too slow and expensive for a startup to even get off the ground.
If there's one thing you walk away with today, I want it to be this. Real, lasting product success only happens when there is zero daylight between your technical decisions and what your customer actually needs. Every line of code, every database you choose, it should all be in service of the person you're trying to sell to.
So, think about it like this. Choosing a single cloud provider isn't just a tech decision. It's a business bet that getting to market faster is more important than avoiding vendor lock-in. Deciding to build a multi-region setup is a bet that the huge cost is worth it to gain the trust of enterprise customers. Your architecture is what makes your strategy real and tangible. And that's the question I really want to leave you with. Take a hard look at your own products, at your own projects. Is your architecture actively helping you win over your target customer, or is it silently holding you back, like a hidden anchor, pulling you in a direction you never intended to go? The answer to that question could be the difference between success and failure.